I actually really enjoyed the movie Wonder. It was a very good story to be put into a film. And I recently saw its prequel film in Whitebird, which was released last fall, as now out on physical media and available to stream on the Stars app. But is this recent film worthy enough to take you on a real flight through time? Or is this one not much of a wonder that we got after waiting for 2 years for it to come, being delayed, that it didn't do so well? Find out in this spoiler-free review right now. Big D's! Entertainment rankings and reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Dual, better known to as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a spoiler-free review of the 2024 war drama Whitebird, marketed with the subtitle A Wonder Story. Released by Lionsgate, produced with participant Kingdom Story Company, Media Capital Technologies, Mandeville Films, and more. The film serves as both a spin-off prequel and sequel to the 2017 film that is Wonder, starring Ariella Glaser, Orlando Schwerdt, Bryce Gheisar, Gillian Anderson, Helen Mirren, with Gheisar reprising his role as Julian from Wonder. This was directed by Mark Foster with a screenplay by Mark Bomback, based on the graphic novel of the same name by R.J. Palacio. The film was released last October, on October 4th of last year. Though it got released internationally on January 4th. So let's get into the story. Now it's set, well, takes place after the events of the first film, where Julian has left Beecher Prep for good. He's visited by Sarah, his grandmother from Paris, who, in response to Julian's reflection about his need to be socially passive to fit in at his new school, tells him about her childhood as a young Jewish girl in Nazi-occupied France during World War II. In 1942, where Sarah evades being rounded up by the Gestapo and spends over a year being hidden by her classmate, Julian, which is spelled differently. It's spelled with Julien and not IAN, like Julian in the act from the first film. Because one of whose legs is paralyzed as a result of polio. I'll just say polio. In a barn adjacent to the house he lives in with his parents, and she's instructed never to leave the structure to avoid being discovered by their neighbors, whom they suspect of being Gestapo or milice informers. Now that's all this story I will give to you, but it really turns into a not too bad film. While I think the Wonder itself was pretty good, this kind of comes close to being good as well. Now, I had wanted to see this film, same with my mom, and failed to because it was not playing in our area. And it was a shame. Though the film, no, wait, let me reverse. I'm getting too far ahead of myself. I will say that I did enjoy the film's atmosphere. Its characters were really good. It wasn't too bad. It's just that I was just surprised by some of the bits of war and stuff like that occurred. Mm-hmm. But nevertheless, I thought it was pretty good. Rotten Tomatoes has a score 75, saying packaging difficult subject matter into a digestible morality tale. The film is a soft pedal but ultimately moving drama for the whole family. Metacritic has a score of 54, But Cinema Score gave it a rare A plus, and while those surveyed by Post Track gave it an average 5 out of 5 stars. Variety's Dennis Harvey gave a good review, saying that Mark Forster's film elevates somewhat contrived material with tastefully lyrical craftsmanship. And for though the occasional preachy maudlin or trite note remains, Forster also manages to make the film less conspicuously conceived for tweens. He arrives at an unhurried yet sufficiently suspenseful pace that engrosses with sidestepping excess melodrama and sentimentality. Keith Garlington of Keith in the movies praised the film, saying the film navigates its solemn subject with an open-hearted optimism, incisively incisively, sorry, I mispronounced that, exploring its themes of kindness, cruelty, forgiveness, and sacrifice. The film doesn't say anything especially new, but it head on confronts the cycles of hatred that have long plagued humanity. It leads to a powerful and forever relevant message that is enriched by top to bottom terrific performances and a director who never takes his finger off the human pulse. Now, I agree on those two reviews. Those reviews were exceptionally very good. While Hannah Brown, who was more reserved in her review for the Jerusalem Post, described the cast as compelling and praising the storyline for its power to carry the drama, but criticized the film for its moments of heavy kitsch toward the end, and credited Mirren with saving the film single handedly from being a much worse movie than it turned out to be actually, and concluded despite its flaws, the film does not trivialize the Holocaust and just barely manages to avoid being part of that mini genre I have named feel good Holocaust films. In the film, at least, it is clear that innocent people, even very cute ones, suffered terribly at the hands of the Nazis and their collaborators, and even paid with their lives. The two likable young leads and Mirren elevate this to a film that does have a genuinely touching moments. Yes, I completely understand that too. It was very good though. So I think the film's fine and what have you. Despite getting good reviews, though, the film ended up being one of the biggest disappointments Lionsgate had last year. It tanked big time, failing to only make 8.8 million on its $20 million budget. You may realize last year was a big disappointing year for Lionsgate. This didn't even do as hot as their previous two films they did with Kingdom Story Company, which were Ordinary Angels and Unsung Hero, which were released earlier that same year. But however, a month later, they redeemed themselves with the best Christmas pageant ever. Now, for what I have to say, I do like the direction Mark Forster went. He had directed this. He recently directed films like Monsters Ball, Finding Neverland, World War Z, Stranger Than Fiction, Quantum of Solace, and Christopher Robin. So I gotta give him props for doing this. Very good. Thomas Newman's score wasn't too bad either. I have to give credit for that. For our cast, we have Dame Helen Mirren playing Sarah. She was very, very good in her performance in this. Mm-hmm. While Ariella Glaser, excuse me again, played the young Sarah. Orlando Schwerdt played Julian, Sarah's polio-lamed classmate. Bryce Gheisar once again plays Julian, just like in the first film. He's pretty good. Now, playing Julian's mother, Vivian, is Gillian Anderson. I never thought I'd actually see her again. You may remember her as Agent Scully of the X-Files fame. Plus, there's several others and what have you. So, anyway, I will say the cast is pretty good. Well, this didn't quite come close to as good to my liking as Wonder itself. It still proved to have a good touch and feel to it, but it did have lots of war moments and what have you. But yeah, But still, Whitebird wasn't completely bad, completely. So I did like it for what it had to offer for most part. Would I recommend the film to watch? I would say sure, go ahead. I mean, if you want to see what this is like and you missed out on seeing it at the box office, well, you're more than welcome to check it out. It's on physical media and it's on Stars as well. We finally got this after being delayed twice. I mean, when it got previewed in 2002, Lionsgate removed its film just before its release. When it was supposed to come out a second time, which was 2023, due to the blooming strike, they were forced to remove it again. We had to wait another blooming year. Believe me, I say to Lionsgate, I hope you're happy. I mean, the same thing's already happened with another film that they just now did, which was The Unbreakable Boy, which came out earlier this year, but I failed to see it. But when it comes to the Stars app, rest assured I will do a spoiler free review of that. But anyway, Whitebird is worth looking into. For my score, I give Whitebird 4 stars. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give this an 8.5. So what did you think of Whitebird? Let me know in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Continue to help support my channel, make it grow, make the views grow. Tell your friends about my channel, give them to know me. Maybe they'd like to be a part of my Big D Nation. Share my vids with your friends if you'd like as well. And next time, I've got something coming up. Stand by. Sorry, everyone. Now, next time, I will give you a review of Cabin Fever 2 Spring Break. Be prepared for that. So, if you like this, check out my reviews for these other 2 films from the Kingdom Story Company from last year that I did reviews of. And they're both spoiler free. In the upper left hand corner is my review of Ordinary Angels. The upper right hand corner is my review of Unsung Hero. Or if you'd like, go to the bottom left hand corner and see my review of Wonder from 2017. And the bottom right hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.